Roller compaction critical process parameters, CPP, CMAs and CQAs. Welcome dear viewers to this interesting video, and in this video we are going to learn about critical process parameters for roller compaction process, and also we will see what are the CMAs of input material and CQAs of the output material for the roller compaction process. Roller compaction process is also known as dry granulation process, and this process is used for making the granules for capsule filling or for tablet compression. Sometimes roller compaction is also used to make granular powder for sachet filling. Whenever there is moisture sensitivity of the API, whenever there is a API which has hygroscopic nature or sensitive to water or may undergo hydrolysis due to use of water and sensitive to heating process, drying processes, that time generally the roller compaction method, that is dry granulation method, by using roller compactor is used. So in this figure you can see the roller compaction. In this, raw material is fed through the feed hopper and the screw feeder forces the powder or carries the powder to the rollers. So in between the rollers the powder is forced, and due to compression forces of the rollers the powder get converted into ribbons. Those ribbons are crushed and milled to get the granular powder. Critical process parameters include the feeder speed or feed rate of the powder. That means how much amount of amount of powder is fed through the hopper. So this powder feeding ratio or rate is important critical process parameter. If you put less powder, then ribbon will not be formed, and if you put more powder, then the roller gap and roller pressure will not be uniform, and you cannot adjust the parameters for roller speed and roller gap and mill speed with too much quantity of the feed powder. So powder feeding rate should be optimized and it should be in line to the roller speed, roller gap and the mill speed. Then the feeding arrangement is with horizontal auger or vertical auger. You can call it as horizontal screw and vertical screw as well. Then another critical process parameter, that is CPP, is roll gap. So roll gap has a important role in making the ribbons. If roll gap is too much, then the powder will fall down from the hopper directly into the mill and ribbons will not be properly formed. So roll gap is to be maintained to have constant quality of ribbons. Roller pressure. So roller pressure or roller force, that means how much pressure is applied onto the powder to make the ribbons. Then roller speed. Roller speed is at what RPM the rollers are rotating. Then milling speed. So this speed is for the milling or crusher attached to the roller compactor. Sometimes the separate mill is also used if it is not fitted to the roller compactor. So if you have fast milling speed, then the ribbons will be broken down into small pieces and fine powder will be generated. And if mill speed is not optimized or it is not proper, then the mill will get occupied with too much ribbons and it may choke. So input of the mill and mill speed along with mill screen size, coarser and finer are the critical process parameters. Coming to the critical material attributes of blend for compaction. So before compaction, we need to make a blend which contain the API and the other raw materials like it may contain the diluents, then disintegrants, glidants, lubricants and other materials as per the composition. Density of the blend before compaction, that is called as pre-compacted blend or blend for compaction. So density, bulk density and tap density of the powder to be compacted or blend to be compacted and particle size distribution of that blend is a critical material attributes for compaction. Flow of the blend is important. API load and moisture content in the blend is important CMA. If API content is more, then it may produce some flow problems. Moisture sensitivity of the blend may impact the roller compaction process. Then hygroscopicity or sticky nature of the blend may be a critical material attribute for roller compaction. If the blend is sticky in nature, then it will stick to the rollers. Then level of binder and lubricants. So sometimes dry binders are used to make the good quality of ribbons and lubricants are added in the blend so that the blend will flow properly and it will not stick to the rollers. Then level of lubricant and binders. These are important CMAs. Then coming to the critical quality attributes of the compacted blend. So you have made the pre-compaction blend and you have run the machine and made the compaction and now you are having the compacted blend. So what important attributes are there for the compacted blend? These are like ribbon thickness, porosity and density. If you apply too much pressure or too much roller pressure, then ribbon thickness will decrease, ribbon will become more dense and less porous. If you apply less roller force or pressure, then ribbon thickness will be more, its porosity will be more and density will be less. So ribbon thickness, porosity and density will affect granule density, granule flow and granule particle size. Then granules to fines ratio in relation to number of cycles. So sometimes the compaction blend is completed in 2 to 3 cycles or sometimes more cycles are needed. So from one cycle to another cycle, the granules to fine ratio is to be checked. Sometimes the cutoff screens are given so that the granules and fine ratio is maintained. Generalized granules to fines ratio is like 50 to 60% of granules and 50 to 40 to 50% of the fines. The cutoff screens may be like 20 mesh and 60 mesh. So 20 to 60, 20 pass material and 60 retained material will be called as granules and 60 pass material will be called as fines. So this is the generalized screen cutoff. Then moisture content and water content of the blend assay and uniformity. These are the important critical quality attributes. And if you are using that blend for capsule filling or for tableting, then CQAs of the tablets and capsules will apply. So for tablets, mainly the physical CQAs will be flow, tablet hardness, disintegration, and other CQAs like assay, content uniformity, and dissolution. And for capsule filling, it will be weight variation, flow of the blend into the capsules, and also here the finished product COA attributes will be applied like assay, RS, dissolution, and all other testings. So whenever you are working on to the tablets made with roller compaction process, that time weight uniformity, hardness and disintegration is very critical as a in-process parameters or in-process critical quality attributes. Then dissolution is important parameter for tablets and capsules which are prepared by roller compaction process. So I hope this video will help you to understand the roller compaction critical process parameters. Then you will also know about the critical material attributes and the critical quality attributes. Thank you for watching the video, and let's meet soon with such kind of informative video. Thank you.